Hello, beautiful souls out there and tarot card lovers. Thank you for being here at this moment. This is a reading, but it's also for the full moon in Virgo coming up on the 7th. And this Virgo, before we get into that, let me just say that this is dimensions of love, and this is timeless, and whenever we are connecting, it is meant for us to connect. And if you're returning to this channel, thank you. We love your support and we're so grateful, and we love you all so very much. So with further ado, I just want to get into this Virgo and what this Virgo full moon will bring to us. So first of all, we're clearing out anything that has withstand its time with us, as in patterns, different addictions, things that are not working out for our highest benefit are being cleared out. So this Virgo full moon, you will feel this shift, this cleansing, this happening of just tweaking different in your schedule, in your daily routine, what doesn't work, what works, and just taking stocks and changing, because Virgo is very practical and it's very 3D based, that it's happening something tangible. So very practical into changing. Maybe you're changing your diet, you're changing your appearance, you're changing your location where you live. Maybe you're changing something in your house. Maybe you're spring cleaning. You've started this now, but there is a big change and a beginning of this full moon, something transforming. And as we tap into this feeling of this transformation here on this Virgo full moon, it's not more of a rushed feeling that you have to do it right now, but it's more of an like starting to wake up slowly as the sun rises. It doesn't go so fast. It just has this natural, organic, slow feel to it. So that's the energy that I'm reading off of off of this full moon in Virgo. It's that it will be practical, but it's not rushed. It's a very slow, and perhaps it's something that you've been feeling intuitively, that this is something that you want to change, but you don't know how to get there, how to transform it, because these patterns are repeating themselves even though you're breaking them down. Perhaps you feel something that has been dissolved or resolved from the past is resurfacing and entering into your life. And this is again just to clear out and to change something. So don't feel discouraged if some bad happens or bad habits are showing up and just making you feel discouraged. Don't get pessimistic about it, is really what I'm trying to say, because it's difficult in this Virgo full moon to, as these transformations are happening, it's releasing and letting go, at the same time receiving and being open. So it can feel kind of it can feel a lot in that moment. So just be gentle with yourself, because it might not be as you want it to be in the moment, because we sometimes want to change something and we think that it happens overnight. But just be gentle with yourself and know that this transformation has been in your subconscious a very long time, and you've done these steps. So just keep stepping, just have these stepping stones of doing it quietly, but be prepared that this is happening. And also to remember, when it is the full moon, everything is amplified. So if there is a lot of unresolved issues within yourself, that will reflect and it will be 10 times more. So just with yourself and everyone that you see that they try to be compassionate, because if they are in a lower state or in their shadow self, it might be a lot happening around them. But if you're stable and you've worked on yourself, then congratulations, you will enjoy the full moons. I tend to enjoy the full moons so much. I love them. But I also understand when you are in this shadow aspects of the full moon, it's not nice. And also look in your birth chart. We've mentioned this before. In your birth chart, in astrology, you can see when you were born that year, and if it was full moon and new moon, and that will resonate of how you feel in full moons or new moons. I tend to feel better when it's full moon because I was born around the full moon, so I can feel that energy more better, and I can do more in that energy, versus if someone is born in the new moon. I tend to feel like it's more difficulties there and I have to plan ahead. So just keep that in mind, that there's so many different layers to this existence, and it's very complex. So try to find and tweak it in that it will be for your highest, greatest good and what you know for yourself, because truly all the answer that you need is within you. These are just predictions that what is happening around us energy wise, if you're an empath, how it will affect you more. So just take this as it resonates for you and leave the rest behind. As we always say before we do these card readings, really cards are just something pretty to look at. We're reading off the energy of it, and we've meditated upon your cards. Also, we have 3 piles, and if you clicked, you can go and see the pre-shuffle that we are going to put out. So just so you don't have to hear all of this card shuffling, and we can just get into it. Also, the 3 piles are moonstones, of course, for the full moon. We are integrating that. So pick whichever moonstone you feel drawn to of the 3 piles, and that will be a message at the end of this reading to specifically and personalized for you that spirit wants you to hear now. So I'm going to ring the bell just to clear out energy. So watch your ears, please. Take a deep breath. And I invite your spirit guides to connect with my spirit guides to bring forth the message of what the viewer needs to see and needs to know on their path and their journey ahead. We thank you, spirits. We thank you, all higher dimensional beings, the greater parts of us, because we're all one and the same, right? So let's get into this. We picked these cards, and from the beginning here of the pile, we got 3 of Cups in reverse. So what I'm feeling here is you're hearing a ringing in your ear, and it's not this high-pitched ringing when it's downloads that you're receiving. It's more of this annoying kind of, why I say annoying, it's that kind of ringing where you just want it to stop. It feels like it's an alarm that you can't hear, but it's still there. Yes, that's because you're intuitive, and this is saying that someone, see, that someone is talking about you. You see how the card flew out there? They don't even want you to know about this. So there is a group of people involved in this that don't want you to succeed, or you're doing something differently, and there is a group that are talking about you. So if you feel that ringing, that feels annoying, that just comes and goes from different times, and it's not this different kind of higher vibrational ringing, it's difficult to even explain it. You really have to feel it yourself in your physical body to, and like, to feel that's the symptoms that are arising. But you know what I mean, when it's not just quite there, it just feels, you just want it to stop. That's the kind of ringing this is talking about, and it's because they're talking about you, and you're highly intuitive, so you can hear it. It's kind of is coming through still, even if it's blocked, you're still feeling that, but the energy is so low vibrational, so I feel like you're not reaching it into what they're actually saying, but they're not saying pleasant thing. That's why your spirit team doesn't want you to hear that. It's unnecessary. You're going into this journey and you don't need this. And with the moon here, I'm picking up this card is connected to Cancer and Pisces, so maybe a Cancer and Pisces are involved in this if you're interested in signs, but I'm just reading really the energies. And the energies here with the Three of Cups in reverse here is saying that for some, I really don't want to go into this to the lower polarities of talking into what is happening in your current 3D life, because it changed. I really want to focus on the energy and the higher self of you, but sometimes also in this channel, which can be lower polarities also involved, I'm picking actually up that there is a third party involved here, that there is something that has been resurfacing. There is a hidden truth about something with this third party. So there are more lovers involved, but you're getting out of this because this was a hurt for you. You didn't have to know that it was happening really, or you didn't acknowledge it. I feel like you kind of suppressed it as if it didn't happen, but it actually did. And I feel like you're understanding this and you're coming out of this here. And why I'm saying that, it's because we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's why I feel like you're coming out of this, because you're moving forward into a more positive direction, into where you've been before. So I feel difficulties in speaking, expressing yourself. I don't know who that is for, because I'm feeling as I'm speaking that there is something that you're supposed to say or something that you're supposed to hear, and it's not coming through. It's that type of energy that's happening right now. That was interesting. But the Hierophant here in reverse is saying that you're learning something out of this happening here, which is not clear, because I feel like something's not clear. That's why I can't explain it even clearly, because something is not clear. So I'm tapping into this energy of something isn't clear. It's that simple. But you're learning something and you're continuing to develop here, because I feel like when all of this happened, you kind of I'm picking up something from someone. You are going to start a new practice. There's a new practice that you will start into connecting with your higher self and with the divine. Yeah, you're going to start a new practice. I don't know if you're looking at some videos or you're getting inspiration or you're saying some mantras or affirmations, but there's something that you're doing here that will change, that you will do this year that you haven't done before, and that will catapult you into moving forward. Because here we see the Ten of Cups and it's in reverse with the Sun in reverse as we're moving forward. And here again we got as signs, we got Pisces, we got Cancer, and now we have Leo. Very strong Leo in this reading, because at the end here I got Leo here again. So that's what I'm picking up with this. But if we're going to focus here on the middle row with these reverses, both of them, it's that it was supposed to be a happy family. So you had this dream or this wanting for this family to be complete. And when this didn't happen, you kind of got disappointed because it was all a delusion. You believed in something that wasn't given to you in the same way as you were given back. So it felt like a failure here because the Ten of Cups are in reverse. And here with the Sun in reverse, there is a feeling of it. This card is always a happy card, the Sun card, but because it's in reverse, it's like clouds in the sky when the Sun is there. So you can't avoid them, that they're there, kind of, and you have to be patient and let them move out of the way peacefully. when you feel in this rushed energy here, yeah, it will not, see, there is a blockage. Someone is blocking something. My goodness, someone is really blocking something. I don't know what they're doing, but they are 100% trying to block. There's just this energy. I don't know if it's a person, because I'm not picking up, because I'm just reading off the energy, but it's heavily on this energy that is there. I don't know if it's from your ancestral lineage that is coming through, but there is a blockages, and this blockages keeps showing itself up in your life, in your day-to-day life, in your relationships, in you being with yourself and trying to figure out yourself. I feel like that blockage is coming in. This is from the lower polarities. In the higher polarities, what I'm feeling here is that there is an ending here, and there is a delay of some sort. So with this Sun card, there is a delay within yourself. In the higher polarities, this is a delay for you. You're supposed to do something, and it's something big, and it is difficult. And you kind of feel like, what is the point? Because when we move to this next road, still in the higher polarities, you pick what resonates for you. Please leave the rest behind. This is saying that they will be, you see, when it's upright, Eight of Wands, it's a fast moving energy. It's coming towards you. It's happening right now. When it's in reverse, it is in delays. And we have the Eight of Pentacles also in delay. That is saying, see, we got so many eights. This is the 8 card here. And then we have 8, and then we have 8 again, which the 8 is talking about a cycle. Okay, so this is cycle. This is ancestral cycles that has been happening for you, and these cycles seem to keep repeating themselves, and you're kind of breaking away from it, but it's difficult because every cycle that you are breaking free from is difficult in itself. But imagine if you had so many ancestrals that has gone through the same thing, but they never broke out of it, and here you are doing that, actually breaking out of it. That is difficult in itself. So please, please, please be gentle with yourself, because this is not easy at all. We have 3 8s here, and she has the infinity sign. If you can see that there in the Leo, there's the infinity sign there representing these cycles. See, that's what I'm picking up here. And you're supposed to stand in this delay. And I feel this frustration because you want to move forward, you want to do, but there is this energy not allowing you to move. And remember, Spirit will never block something that is meant for you, your blessing. This blockages, I feel, is bringing so much goodness to you, because here you're working. You're working on something, but nothing ever gets done. Something is off. So first of all, you need to look at how are you distributing your time, your energy. Is this working? This is where I feel like that you will tweak, and you will like change your routine here. The same thing here, that you will change something about your routine. Something will change. And as we're talking about this Virgo full moon, this will be a change that will be good for you. It's just like, it's not that your idea or whatever it is that you're doing here is wrong necessarily. I don't feel that, but I do feel like you have to tweak it and like kind of change it into a different direction. However it resonates with you, whether it's with um, families, or with your work situation, or whatever you want to do in the future. Because I'm also picking up entrepreneurs, and this is heavily now, it keeps coming back, that I can hear this ringing, and I can hear this talk, and I feel like there's a disconnect within the family, within communication with people around. There's a lot of gossiping, a lot of um, disharmony happening here. And I feel like these two are together here in this delay. Let's see these cards. I feel like this is the disharmony within the family that's happening right now. And Spirit is kind of asking you to just try to be compassionate with everyone, and always think the best outcome for everyone. Because honestly, when we have a thought, whether it is a good or a bad thought, we're actually sending, we're kind of doing spells and we're sending them towards that person. So try to be gentle, and sometimes we can also get upset and we can get stuck in the past or whatever it is, and we can project something that we didn't consciously want to. So please be aware of what you're thinking and what you're saying about someone else, and make sure that you're not hurting them, because that will go there, and that's just unnecessary karma. Because we've had this karma signs here 3 times, so it's saying that these are all karmic relationship, whether it's in this family or whatever is happening in this dynamic here of these people involved. This is karmic. So these are not souls that are seeing each other for the first time. These are souls that have plenty of lives together. So just be gentle with one another. There's something that everyone needs to learn, but I feel for sure the best thing is to take a step back and just be in this compassionate place, and to just reassert yourself correctly in that way. Because when we are acting out of ego, or we're acting out of fear, and we are acting out of the thoughts in our mind, which is not us, we can do things or say things that are not quite nice. So just try to be there, and yeah, try to soften your heart. Try to soften your heart and listen to your heart, because Spirit is saying here that when you listen to your heart, you get calm. And when you feel this feeling of calmness, because I'm feeling very calm right now. So when you're hearing your heart, as in you can feel your heart in your chest and it contracts, that is your answer to that you're supposed to stop. Just in that moment, whatever thought is happening, just stop and just try to tune in. Take deep breath, close your eyes, and try to listen to your heart, because that is when your heart is speaking to you. So the mind can interpret it and change sentences however it wants, but the heart will always speak clearly to you. So when you feel this contraction in your chest, please try to listen to that, because your heart is trying to speak to you. So listen to it. Don't try to, with your mental mind, try to figure out the sentence or what it's trying to say, because the mind always wants to dissect and cut, and when it cuts everything to pieces, there's nothing there. So just take a deep breath and drop into your heart. Because here, moving forward, I feel like this is a positive reading still, because when we're moving here, we can see here that you are resilient. You are enduring this, you have such endurance, and you've built this up throughout everything that's happened. So you're very strong, and this will come. This is one of the greatest night. I love this night because he's so reliable. He's stable, he's grounded, he's earthy, and he takes his time when he builds his empire. If he builds his business, he builds his relationship. It's just step by step. You can take a step every day to move yourself forward to your goal. Because underneath here, we have the strength card. So you have the resilience, you have the strength to complete this, and you've worked on this, and you kept being stronger like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. All of this confusion and difficulties have kept training you so that you can be here, so that you can handle all of this, because blessings are coming into your life, okay? Definitely blessings are coming in, but these are slow building. So sometimes we want to plant the seed and we're just expecting it to grow in that same second that we put it in underneath the beautiful soil. But that's not how it works. We have to water it, we have to wait. And bamboo trees, what is it? Does it take them 5 years? So you're watering something, you don't see nothing, and then all of a sudden something just explodes from the ground and they go so high up that it's unbelievable. So I feel like that is the energy with you. You're kind of like watering and you're looking around and you see others They're kind of, this one is already growing. This one came out of the ground. I don't see nothing. I just see my soil, and Spirit is saying, keep on watering it thoroughly when it's needed, and then let it be. And then water it thoroughly when it's needed, and then let it be. And just keep on giving this beautiful energy to it, and you will see, like that bamboo tree that grows so tall and is so bendable and amazing. This is how you will be too. Okay, you will be able to bend and withstand any wind up there, because you will be resilient and you will have this endurance that you've built up, okay, throughout this journey of difficulties. Yes, it is difficult. And see here, she's holding, she's having this necklace. You see, I've never seen it before. I'm seeing it now. She has a necklace, and there is a heart. So see, again, a reminder, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart, because this is a beautiful message of how it ends here. And this is for the collective, so please pick what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. But I'm feeling that these relationship here, you don't, let's just clarify this, okay? Let's clarify this. We're not supposed to do this, but let's just clarify this. Sorry if you have to hear the shuffling in the videos. Spirit, let's just clarify these cards for us. Clarify these cards for us. Thank you, Spirit. We're truly grateful. The Hangman. Yeah. See? Hangman in reverse. See? You have to see it from another perspective. You have to see it from another perspective. This relationship, this deceit, what has been happening, truly, when the divine takes something away from you, it was never meant to be yours. So it's never a loss. If someone chooses to go and be with someone else behind their back, does one really want to be with them? Of course, you could take someone back in that situation, but still it's saying, if someone truly respected you in the first place, they will never involve something like that. And if they do, they will be honest to tell you what is happening, right? So it is telling you to understand these people, you know, they're also in their dynamic, and always karma always comes back. So if someone treats you in that way, I feel like in this time that they're getting back their karma, because they will probably be with someone that is exactly like them. And so they will experience what they did and actually understand. So here we're learning and we are teaching each other in that way, energy wise, of how things happen and play out. Yeah, so that's why you've been put in this pause, so you can understand something from it. And if it is a delay of that you wanted something to be complete with someone else, this delay was put there intentionally, because everyone needed to learn something in order for you also to move on. Maybe that was not meant for you, so just be happy. Sometimes we want someone to come back, and Spirit knows what they did. And I don't know, this is lower polarities. Again, I can feel it already because it has a story. But in this lower polarities, Spirit already knows that that was harmful for you. So if the person didn't show up, it was meant to be in that way. Okay? And if they showed up and it just didn't feel right, that was why. Because, you know, sometimes Spirit wants to tell us, don't do it. It doesn't matter what happens. You cannot change someone that's not willing to change. So, and sometimes we're trying to, we have this wanting that something is going to change. But remember, nobody can change for anyone. Change comes from within you. So when you change, everything else changes. If you don't want to change, I mean, you can have someone tell you everything about the changes. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Like, if you really want to change, you will change. If you don't want to change, it won't happen, if that makes sense. So this delay was put there intentionally. Let's see more here. Yeah, Page of Cups. See? a message that didn't arrive, okay, in reverse here. There is a message that didn't arrive from something. It's very emotional, very young energy. But there was a message from this young person. There was a message that needed to be delivered that wasn't delivered. There was a message that was needed to be delivered, but it wasn't. Why? Maybe because you needed to learn something. Okay. Because you're supposed to... I'm going to look at these cards that flew out here just to have an understanding. Okay. Yeah. Because this message would have stopped you. This message would have stopped you in your tracks. And this was all divine, orchestrated for you to not hear this message right here. Because someone wanted to just take from you. And Spirit saw that. The message was of a person that was very young and deceitful, but involving in that energy, this energy just wanted to take from you anyway. So Spirit blocked it because it wouldn't be in your benefit because you're working on yourself. It's not necessary. Okay, let's move forward. This is very strange messages today. Wow, let's see. Yes, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're being grounded at this time here. You're very grounded, and you don't have to hold on to anything, because I feel like, see, you've already planted a seed. Some people think that if we have more seeds, then we can plant more. No, that's not the case. If you have one good seed, that would be better than 10 that's like half as good as that one. So planting one is better than planting more. So I feel like you've been having a lot of, you have a lot of obligations, and everything is split kind of everywhere. And you've done a lot. Wow, you're really doing a lot. A lot of obligation, a lot of things, and you're not seeing the fruits of your labor, of everything that you've done. You don't see the result, which is creating frustrations, which is understandable. Let's see, Spirit, more. Yeah, the devil energy. We got Capricorn here coming in 2 times now. And I mean, the devil energy here, because it's in this row of these cards, of these delays, and that you're working, so don't get afraid of the devil card here, because the devil card here, I feel it's a different energy, because it's given that you are working hard, and you're working too much, so the devil energy can come up here as it's saying to you that you're working too much. And sometimes it's good, because it's like the 3D material world that we have. But Spirit is saying also that this addiction here, maybe you work too much as an addiction to run away from what you actually need to see or solve. So make sure that, I don't know, this is a specific message that just came in for someone, that you have to look at that. If there is something that you are, that you feel like you're working, maybe you're avoiding something that needs to be looked at, and you need to stop just for a little bit. And for others in the collective, I feel like this is saying that you're working, and just tweak that idea, because the devil here will be benefits to you. Just tweak that idea, and that energy will propel you forward into moving into these tangible manifestation. You draw them down. You draw them down. They will not just be an imaginary. They will be drawn down into your 3D existence. Tangible. That's the word that I'm hearing, tangible. Okay, one more card, Spirit, here. Clarify to us. King of Swords. Yes. Very intelligent, very intellectual, You see, the eagle has landed. That's the sentence. And I got that sentence also yesterday, and I was like, what does this mean? The eagle has landed. I understand it now. Okay. uh, that's so funny. This King of Pentacles here, that you're moving forward, you are going to be intellectually sharp, very, very, very sharp in your work. And I feel like there's someone in authorities also, because this is in lower polarities, this is a person. There is a person that will grant you something that's been very, like, very putting you under a test, under a loop, and under a stethoscope to see you every time that you do something. So they haven't been so nice, but I feel like they are giving you a gift, because it's kind of, he's holding a crown there. Can you see that? So the eagle has landed, and you will have your success 100%, and you will get this, you will be crowned to some, I don't know, why am I getting that? You will be crowned. So that is a message for someone. This is a beautiful message. And if this is you, I mean, you're not, no BS. Like, there's no one that can come into your energy and just mess around and try to feel what they can do. No, no, no. You've done this work. You've gone through so much, and you're just standing there at the end, so strong and so. I feel like this calm and collective. It's not this. I feel like you're dealing with an ego-based energy, but I feel like you're very calm and collective and understanding. So be compassionate, because it will materialize all of your desires and wants. Okay, so remember also, before we get into the card pick, we all have desires. Okay, this is what the devil in tangible. Our mother and father had a desire, and you were born. And maybe if you're a parent, you had a desire and you got the child. So we were born out of desire. So desire will always follow us in some shape or form. And it's good. It's just that when we are desiring something and it is too much, that is when it becomes dangerous. So desire in itself, it's not wrong. Sometimes in the spiritual world, we can hear that we're supposed to resign our desires, all of our desires. But if you came to this earth of two other human beings desiring you, you've already come here in this form to desire something. So you guys, just allow that desire to be there, because that is not necessarily an issue, but more of having this understanding that when desire is too much, when it's too much indulging and not reflecting, where it starts to harm others, that desire has gone off into a direction where it's destructive for you, right? The same thing if you desire this business or this work, you're just working to get somewhere. You're not stopping to see this journey that is unfolding in front of you. You need to stop and see, because the journey is everything. Because if we work to something and we get to where we are, we don't have that energy to enjoy everything that we've worked for, because our energy, we're depleted. How can you enjoy something when all the energy was put into that work? So don't get fooled into the desire of going too deep into something, that when you reach your goal, which eventually we do when we work diligently on something, is that this desire just becomes a hindrance for us. So just balance that desire and stop and enjoy the journey, because it is really the journey that does something to you. Here, this journey, as you're walking, everyone that's watching this, all viewers in this collective, as you're going through this journey, it looks difficult of dealing with all of these relationship issues and just this. I don't feel like this energies has deserved anything of this, but I feel like you're coming up the strongest here in all of this, because you didn't put anyone down. You really tried to do something for the greatest good of all. And therefore, I feel like that energy will always withstand any storm. While all these other energies that are involved or hindrance, they're actually catapulting you into you moving forward your path. They're kind of there as helpers, really, but not in the moment. I do understand you. Not in the moment. It doesn't look like that. But in the future, you will look back into this journey and you will have this understanding. And just for a minute, because these delays, I feel like your energy is so pushing forward. You just want to push forward. And Spirit is really asking you that all of these delays that has been put into your path are just there for you to slow down, for you to remember that it isn't about the goal, it's about the journey. So try to stay in the journey and enjoy the journey, the ups and downs, the figuring out, the not knowing, the confusion. All of those are part of the journey. All of those are building you up to be what you need to be. Even mistakes that we do are catapulting us into making these wrong decisions become more right in the future. So everything is our teacher if we allow them to be. So just try to stay open and learn more about yourself so that you can elevate. Because there is a happiness for you here, but you have to feel the happiness within you right now. Can you feel that happiness right now within you? Let's just take a deep breath there and just get into the cards. So this is more directed towards the viewer. Whichever pile that you picked, it will be correct for you. So let's go with the first pile, and that was your moonstone. Looks like that. And let's see your card. Card number 1. What is your message? Indulgent. You're indulging into something, but there is an awareness with you. So you are aware, and that is one step into the right direction. So if you're indulging to something, Spirit is asking you to just look at it. Don't overdo it, and be aware of that you're doing it. And remember that indulging into something doesn't mean that it's bad. It actually is good from time to time, to indulge into things so that you can appreciate where you are, okay? So just a simple example, if you're working out and you're just very strict with your eating and you don't want to take anything else except for that, it is okay to eat one pizza. It's not gonna ruin everything. It will just make everything feel more enjoyable to continue, because if we constantly do something that is right, same thing if there's a party and you've been just working here so much, you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything, and then you get an invite and you feel within yourself, not the kind of invite maybe from these people um, that are connected to this with this energy of wanting to bring you down, but genuinely somewhere where you want to be, but you feel like no, work is in the way. Spirit is just saying it is okay. It is okay. Give yourself that permission, but stay in your path. There's two different things there. When you just indulge without thought, or when you know your path and you don't let anything get out of hand because you have a goal. So it is okay, okay? Don't beat yourself up about it. It is okay to indulge. If you picked card number 2, you guys, this is your message. And beautiful ladies also. I don't know the English expression. Angel of Abundance. Wow. This card is just joy and overflow of everything good, like a steady overflow of abundance is entering your life. It's washing over your emotions, your mental mind, your physical body. your 3D reality, this study. So just claim it, claim it, claim it as it is being given to you from Spirit. If you chose this card, wow, how wonderful. So happy for you all. And that was your stone. That was your moonstone, right? Beautiful. If you picked this moonstone, this is your card. Let's see. Wow. Right now, someone in your energy is wanting you to acknowledge them. There's someone that you love that is right there with you. And they just want to say hi to you, just acknowledge you, that they're so happy of where you are. You're being so much, there's so much love here. Someone really, really loves you and has loved you for so, wow. It kind of makes me, I'm speechless. It's that kind of love. Wow. Thank you for letting us give you this message, because we can truly feel it, and it's just wonderful just to be a channel in this. So we're truly grateful for this message. Do you feel their presence? Their presence is very strong and loving. Wow. So I hope you enjoyed this video and all of this message that we have delivered to you all. I hope to see you next time, and thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes to help this channel to grow. And we enjoy this. We enjoy doing this for you guys, and we enjoy that you enjoy seeing this also, and to deliver this message from Spirit through us. So it is an honor and a blessing, and we love you all so, so very much. And have a wonderful day, and we're always sending love your way. Bye, everyone.